I can't tell you how much our team appreciates being able to take you on this journey for this uncommon docuseries. If you thought we've been going fast, get ready to check out these next 4 days. We're about to be wheels up in St. Louis to get down to Austin, Texas for a talk with the pro athlete community. Former athletes from the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball transitioning to the next chapters in their life. Then we're going to hit the IMPACT experience for a couple of days, taking the stage with Jesse Itzler and many, many greats to deliver. And then we're going to be wheels up to a huge event on Saturday morning with Hoffman Transportation in Coal City, Illinois. This you're not going to believe. And then we're heading out to Provo, Utah, where the K-State Wildcats are going to take on BYU to kick off the Big 12 season. As we like to say, now we go. Where's the air conditioning? Sam, weren't you supposed to put on the air conditioning? A little toasty in Austin, Texas. Almost like a suede. And they call them, they're the signatures. So they actually have MJ's signature on the back. You can't see it because it's in black, but it's right here. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Jordans are my addiction. I tell my wife if I'm addicted to working out and buying Air Jordans, we're doing pretty good. I could be addicted to other stuff.
You work hard, you gotta, be able to have some playing time too,
Addicted to shoes. There you go. He was literally talking about it on the plane. He's like, we're gonna start talking about the shoes.
Your shoe game is on point.
They do like carrying that stuff. They're not hearing that stuff.
You think so?
Yes.
Ben only wears black. Only black. So I gave him the alignment hoodie last week.
I'm like, this will be worn.
Yeah. Because he gets all these jerseys from all these teams that he works with, all these different colors. But the alignment is black.
Is this us? Yeah.
You need to know how to sell. Sales is really...
These types of environments light my ass up. It's time to turn up.
No air conditioning and poured into 50, 60 high school students with the same passion, same mission and focus that he has now. And now he's speaking all over the world doing the same thing. So Ben, man, I appreciate you. Full circle moment, man. Thanks for coming out, pouring into us.
What I want you to do for me is I want you to take yourself back to that period of time when you believed. Not, man, I want to hoop. Man, I want to go hit somebody on the gridiron. I'm talking about that period of time, that first time when you said, man, I'm going to the league. And when you said it with this belief and this conviction that there was nothing that would stop you. Not a damn thing would stop you from getting to the league. Not anybody telling you that they're your doubters and you can't do it and that's not in you. Or somebody who said, man, that you're thinking too big. A teacher, you're thinking too big. Or somebody who tried to hold you back because they didn't have the courage in them to think the way that you did and to back it up with the action that you were willing to put in your life. So I want you to go back there for me. Maybe it's when you were 6. Maybe it's when you were 8. Maybe it's when you were 15. But that moment when you said, that's where I'm going. I want you to think on that. Just think on that for me. Take yourself right back to that moment. You can feel that shit, can't you? Many of you are planting seeds just here, building the relationships that are going to be part of that next chapter. But some of you, and I'm not asking for a raise of hands, I'm not here to call anybody out. I'm here to get real with you. I know that some of you aren't believing in this next chapter the way that you believed that you were going to get to the league. See, because when you said you were going to get to the league, nothing was going to stop you. See, maybe there was somebody in your home that made great sacrifice for you to have that opportunity. Maybe you had parents who had to work multiple jobs. Maybe you became the example for somebody's little eyes that were in the house that said, man, if my big brother can go do that, and you said, I will never let them down. Or maybe there was pain or sacrifice or challenge that somebody had gone through in the house. Maybe you lost somebody that was close to you. And when you thought about losing somebody that was close to you, you said to yourself, I will not waste a day because I get this day and it's a day that they'll never have back. And when you think about that type of passion and fire that lies inside of you, you knew back then there was nothing that was stopping you. Man, you walk in to get a lift, strength coach says, give me 5 sets of 10. You said, bro, I got you, I'll give you 6 of 11. You were willing to do extra. Nothing would stop you. You were connected to the work. You were connected to the discipline. Why do I want to take you back to that moment? Because to do whatever you want to do, you already know what you need to do. You already know what discipline is. Every single one of you, to do what you've already done, you know what discipline is at a level that most people could never even begin to think about. I give you the secret of the highest performers, and Jay, all we're going to do is going to connect you back. Now here's a little special tie you didn't even know we had. You see, Caleb shared a story with me about you. You have impacted my life in a major, major way. You see how this works out? Y'all would have never even known this story. So all of a sudden, there was that year you're hurt, struggling. You and KT have a little talk about what? Empty the tank, a little gas tank. All of a sudden, Jay walks into the locker room one day, and he walks into the locker room, and there's a gas tank in his locker to remind him, hey, bro, you empty that fucking tank every day. So all of a sudden, that made a difference for you, didn't you? You, just like I'm asking everybody to do, reconnected back to all that fire, all that gas, everything God gave you, and you said, I will empty it every single day, and then I'm going to refill it, which is a choice. And you did it day after day after day after day, stacking days based upon effort and discipline, which is what got you into the league, not worrying about results that you can't control. Jay, I've never met you in my life. Is that not the truth of what I just said? Never met Jay in my life, but what a blessing it is to finally be able to meet you because of the impact. So because of that gas tank that went in your locker, at the time, I was working for North Dakota State, which is where Coach Kleiman was, who's at Kansas State now, and I was working for Bama at the same time. So I walk in with a Gatorade towel over a gas tank into North Dakota State's practice, and we carried that gas tank all the way to the Natty and won it. I realized once we were growing at Kansas State, I was like, man, that first year we're talking about pound the stone, then we're going to pound the stone. Next thing we're going to do is I got to bring this Jay Ajayi, empty the tank, Caleb Thornhill message to Kansas State. We win the Big 12 championship. Shit, they told us when we took that job at Kansas State, you can't win football games at Kansas State. Y'all know what Kansas State is. You can win football games when you believe. And you can win football games when you connect to the secret. And the secret of the highest performers, Jay, once again, we never met. Did you refill that gas tank? And maybe you thought of it differently. But the gentleman who was sitting right here up on the stage before I came up here, he said, you got to tap into something that's inside you. And what did Caleb decide to do? He decided to encourage you to connect to that burn that lies inside of you. And to allow that burn to fuel that tank every day, did it not? Each and every single one of you, there's a burn that lies inside of you. The difference is that burn. Because when you connect to the burn and the fire, it's deeper than why and purpose. Most coaches talk about why and purpose. It's not enough. The underlying fire that ignites your why and purpose and causes you to show up on the days you don't feel like it, and especially after you win, is what got you to the league. You have a design through PAC where you're given the answers to the test. Bring that whole PAC team with you. Relationships you build in this room, take them with you. And anybody who doesn't believe in that vision, anybody who doesn't believe in taking care of you, or you taking care of each other, man, don't let them in those gates. Stay connected to your burn. Everything you need is already in you because you've already done what many men would never have the courage to do. Walk through those gates. Turn turn around and you lock those motherfucking gates every single day and you go to work. God bless each and every single one of you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. Look, check this out. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you.
That shit changed my life, for real. That's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Is that crazy?
Changed my life, for real.
So he told me, now I reminded him of the tattoo today, and he's like, I don't know if he really got the tattoo. You really have it. Let me see.
It changed my life. And I put it past F to fill it past the tank. Like where you go past over.
That's the unrequired.
Yeah,
I call that the extra.
Extra.
Hey, everybody, check this out. We got Jay Ajayi, all of you at NDSU and K-State who were impacted by his story when I talked about the tank. This is the author of the story. Empty the tank and show him the tat. Unbelievable how God makes it happen.
Appreciate it.
Crazy. Crazy.
Appreciate that, for real, man.
And you were in Philly with Wentz,
Yeah,
my guy.
Wentz.
You were in Philly with Torrey Smith,
Yeah.
my guy. So we want to stay on time, stay on course for the day. So thank you so much. Take a look around at this room right now. Every single one of you made a choice to do something that others that are part of this event and group made a choice to not do. So give yourself a round of applause for that. So I am so grateful to Gavin and Haley and JJ and Josh for the opportunity to come and spend this time with all of you for a few days. So the design was I was going to come here and speak, but because of my support and their support of me over all these years, I've decided I'm going to spend the entire event with all of you. And so I said part of that give back was the opportunity to lead this workout. I want everybody to know that during this workout, you are not competing against anybody. This is an opportunity for you to see how you can push yourself. I do have some good news for you this morning. This is a workout that I've done for well over 5 straight years without taking a single day off. So today will be my 1,912th straight day of doing this workout. The fortunate part for you guys is I added 500 push-ups to this workout about 1.5 years ago. I was doing those every day. What I didn't realize is I was slowly tearing my shoulders every single day that I was doing that. When I was with Kansas State for the Friday night game of the week last week against Arizona, I was doing dumbbell bench press with Matthew Wilson, and I actually shredded and tore a grade 2 tear of my anterior delt. So I stand before you with a tear in my delt. I haven't fucking missed a workout. So here's what I want to share with you. You guys are going to be pushed and challenged during this workout. No fucking excuses. Because if you're not competing against anybody, push yourself farther than you've ever pushed yourself. There's too many people in life, they meet a little wall and they fucking stop. Stop doing that in your life. Recognize when you're challenged and pushed. Most people with an anterior delt will say, praise God, it's been all these years, what a fucking run it's been. I ain't fucking stopping. So there's some things I've had to do in order to alter this workout, minor little challenges. I'm gonna alter it, okay? Not change, I'm gonna alter it a little bit. You guys will do some push-ups that I can't do right now, but the reality is I'm gonna strap this fucking strap up to a wall and I'll do push-ups like this. There's no fucking excuses. There's ways that you can alternate what you're doing. Those of you that are in the mortgage and real estate business, which I think is all of you, you guys have been through such a fight over the last 24 months. The message I just shared, you're already fucking living it. So now start doing it physically and watch how when you achieve balance in all areas of your life. Most coaches and speakers, they don't have balance. They say balance doesn't exist because their discipline is bullshit. You're gonna recognize when you push yourself physically, which many of you are doing. If you wanna push yourself mentally in your life, you can do it. If you wanna push yourself personally in your life, you can do it. If you wanna push yourself professionally in your life, you can do it. One of the great examples of the leaders of impact is they already lived that. Look at this freaking guy. He's looked like that for 15 years since I've known him. So I'm not just a speaker showing up at this event, I'm part of this group. But being part of this group, when I'm welcomed into it, I hope Gavin warned some of you, right? We gotta meet each other with challenge, not comfort. So that's what this workout is gonna do. So even though I've got a torn delt, I'm gonna challenge myself to push through it today, and you're not gonna hear me talk about my pain. You're gonna see a smile on my face working through the pain, because I know that's where we build our greatest strength. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this entire workout together. Remember, you're not competing against anybody. Most everything is for time. So you do what you can do in the time that's allocated. So you're not competing against anybody, and we'll all finish at the same time. That means we're gonna support each other, we're gonna love on each other, we're gonna cheer everybody through it. I'm not gonna tell you the 10 exercises that we're gonna go through. I'm gonna just kind of mind screw you on that one. So you're just gonna have to just wait and see what we do, but just do your best. If we're doing something kind of like my anterior delt, where you need to make an adjustment because of something physically going on in your body, you don't have to prove anything to anybody today, and we don't want anybody getting hurt today. So you have to make a minor adjustment, find a way to get through the time allocated to that exercise. No excuses, you find a way. Does that sound fair? Yeah. Let's support each other, we're all good? Yeah. Did you guys realize you were gonna get met with this kind of intensity at 6 o'clock in the morning? All right, so I want everybody to get on your back, square in place, lay on your back. We're gonna do our planks first. Everybody's doing great. Remember, you're not competing against anybody, this is about your best. Here's something that's pretty cool, guys. I want you to think about something. You go into your trainer. How many times have you had a workout and your trainer says to you, hey, Sigmund, we're gonna push you today, man. I want you to do a plank for a minute. And all of a sudden you're like, oh dear God, a minute? Like seriously? And you act like it was the hardest thing you've ever done in the entire world. Well, guess what? Each one of you already fucking did one for a minute. Right? But you know we're going longer, so you haven't even told yourself it's hard yet. You have to change the environment to put pressure on yourself to give more in life. Right? If your trainer tells you a minute, you've already set that all you can do is a minute and how hard it is. You've already done a minute and a half. Many of you have never done a plank this long in your entire life. You've already gone longer than you've ever gone in your life. Just because we extended the amount of time that we've been given to do the plank. So much of anything that you do in life is mental. We chalk it up as physical, it's mental. Many of you have made it through the last 24 months because mentally you could handle what others were unwilling to handle. That's why you're going to reap the benefits of all the changes that are going to start to happen, and your hard work is going to pay off like it never has in your entire career. And the next time your trainer says to you, come on, we're going to do a plank for a minute, I'm going to crush you. Say, get your ass down here, we're doing 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and I'll fire you if you don't start pushing me. Weak-ass trainers who can't even do the shit that they try to get you to do. Awesome job. Breathe, breathe. Stop bullshitting yourself. Stop choosing to tell yourself you're working out when you're pedaling a bike for 20 minutes and paying more attention to your text messages than anything to do with exerting energy. You'll never break through to understanding how great you can be. I'm proud of each and every single one of you for showing up. I'm proud of you for pushing. Let's keep pushing. Now we got 4 minutes and 44 seconds straight. Do I really want to do this? Maybe I'll just go down and act like I was going to Starbucks. You had a second choice, right? You could have quit then. Then you decided to step into an environment you had no idea what we were going to do. And then you decided to push yourself beyond a place you normally push yourself to physically. I think we probably all can agree. I even gave a little bit more knowing that I get to do this in a group setting with all of you, right? So you probably gave more. Now you learned a little bit something about yourself. You learned you can push that wall just a little bit further. Keep chasing how far you can push that wall. Keep staying uncomfortable in everything that you do. Even though many of you are new friends for me, super fucking proud of each and every single one of you for choosing to push yourself like this morning. These next couple of days until we hit that finish line on Friday, have intentional focus. Focus is never enough in life. People who focus in life are the ones who show up to the office, oh, I'm here 8 to 5, I grind. Like, that's bullshit. You have to be intentionally focused in everything that you do. When you show up to the office, have a design of exactly what you're gonna do. That's gonna separate you. So have intentional focus until you hit this finish line on Friday at noon. Impact on 3. 1, 2, 3. Impact! Woo. Thank you guys.
How you evaluate yourself, the difference from where you are to your greatness.
The powerful, the fun, Ben Newman is in this house, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round, let's go, Ben!